That's where you got to. Here we are at the world famous Parr Street Studios in the centre of Liverpool. We're here tonight. We're going to do Studio Without Walls. We're going to bring you 4 great acts. We're going to have a chat to them. We're going to listen to them live. We're going to give you the lowdown on what's going on in this city. And to be honest with you, it's a city that's got an amazing amount of potential. Liverpool is one of the greatest musical cities in the world. Parr Street Studios, you all know the history. Studio 2, and we're here, is right next door. We're going to go inside now, and we're going to find out what exactly is going on. You all right there, bud? Welcome back to Studio Without Walls. We are live here in Studio 2 in the world famous Parr Street. We've got a great songwriter session going on tonight. We have our 4th and final artist, Katie Nicholas. How are you doing?
Hello.
She is here, she's joining us. On the verge of reissuing Dizzy, which was your debut album. It's back. Why are you reissuing?
Why are you doing this? Well, yeah, so I took it down for a while, had a bit of a blip. I kind of didn't believe in myself. Took about 3 years out, and when you come back, you just kind of think, you realise how much more you need music. So I tried to cut it out. I was thinking, oh, I need to have a conventional job. How do I make money? Because I was living in London at the time as a designer. And life kind of regurgitated me and put me back in Liverpool almost by accident. And I thought, you know what, I need to do what I love to do again. And I just kind of raced forward and thought, I've got all this new material, probably 2 more albums worth of stuff. And I thought, hang on, I keep writing, but I can't dismiss all the hard work that I did before, because there's a lot of people I've met since that point that probably have no idea that I used to make all my own videos, design all my own campaigns, and the amount of work that went into it. So I thought I'd do a bit of a throwback campaign of Dizzy, put it back out on all like digital platforms, and I thought I would do things a little bit differently. I mean, it doesn't sit well with me because it's strange bringing back something that I've already done.
Yeah.
But I don't know, it feels kind of good as well to kind of be like, oh yeah, I did do this, I forgot I did that, and it's nice to kind of show people what I can do.
Yeah, do you also think as well that obviously, 2015, the landscape was very different, we now sit in the world of the streaming world, which has exploded. Do you think that there's more kind of space for an artist such as yourself to actually get out there in the digital world now?
That was something what I found was really strange actually, because in 2015 Spotify was relatively new, it was still kind of going on. Yeah. But when I've returned to it, I'm like, wow, playlists and this, that and the other, and I'm like, I really don't know where I am now with all this scene. But the reason I did physical CDs beforehand was more a novelty thing, because I am so creative. I like adding all little bits to stuff and designing things, so I want people to have a physical thing, though I know it's an outdated source. So, and I think people just like the merch, I don't know, that's what I assume, so I did that, but I know for a fact that these days it is all about digital. So, have I just gone on with it?
No, not at all. I think it's interesting to see from an artist's perspective stepping into that world, how they perceive it.
Yeah.
And I think that's an exciting thing to see how you perceive it, not how it's perceived from the industry side.
Yeah, well I know for a fact that I'm not probably following conventional norms with that, and I also think it's so saturated at the minute. How do you really push yourself through Spotify unless you've got some like major label? I'm just trying to do things my own way, organically, and if I can get people excited about on a small scale and then it go bigger. So the reason I did the album as well was because it's 10 tracks, whereas online I want to do 5 tracks, so you can point people towards getting the 10 track CD, limited edition, blah blah. And I just think that's a nice personal touch, and I'm not bothered about numbers and streams. Sometimes I can't even hear myself fitting into half the playlists that are going on, but I still enjoy what I do. Yeah. And people seem to like it. So I don't really know where the hell I fit in this world of digital streaming, but I don't really care. No,
which is not a bad place to be. Yeah. It's not a bad place to be. So how does the new, obviously you say you've probably got 2 albums worth of material ready to go. How does that new material sit with the older material?
Completely different worlds.
Right.
I think so anyway. Also this time round I'm trying to produce my own kind of, seeing as I always edit my own videos and this, that and the other, this time I really want to get my head around producing my own stuff, so I know exactly what I want to sound like. Okay. Because beforehand I was very kind of country pop, sometimes a bit too sugar coated, and I like to be over the top with stuff because I am a bit over the top.
Yeah.
but it didn't. I just felt like I was lying to people, as though I was always this really happy, sweet kind of. I don't know. I just think this new music is more true to who I am.
Right.
More facets of my personality, more mood, more me, and a bit. I don't know. I think people will notice there's a difference in my songwriting. There's a difference in being a bit more honest with my music, and I think that's the nice kind of the change. I'm not trying to be all like Mary Poppins anymore, because that was just 17-year-old Katie.
Okay, so Nashville. Tell me about Nashville. I've heard rumours.
Yeah, that was completely random. So I've only just got back into doing the music again since March. Moved back to Liverpool, my favourite city in the world, and because I'm from here. And my friend Rob was just kind of saying, no, he called me up. I said thank you to him for some other things, and he just said, do you want to just fly out? I'll help you out. I'll link you with people I know. He's doing really well at the minute, and he's like, under the apple tree, people, if you want to come to a showcase. I was like, okay. And then he was like, I'll just make sure you're okay over there. So I mean, that's just totally out of the blue. It's been one of my dreams like forever, and just the fact that he said that, so it's kind of all arranged. There's gigs coming up.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
So how does that fit in with plans for the rest of the year? Are you looking to go and record an EP, record some music, do a full album? How's it shaping out the rest of 2018?
I think I'm right in the middle of figuring that out. So I've already kind of planned. So I've actually got a backlog of a lot of stuff. So I've got all this Dizzy stuff that I'm recycling, and I've got stuff that I made in 2016 that I never released because of confidence loss, blah blah blah, as we all go through phases. And I ended up making a ukulele business with my ex-partner, spent 2 years building that up. So I'd like to share all the hard work that went into that, and then release this. And while I'm working on all these things, I'm producing my own stuff, and then hopefully it could be a new album, or it could end up being an EP.
Yeah.
And I kind of see myself knowing exactly that what I want to do with my life, and it is music, and it took me a while to discover that.
Yeah.
But this time I think I'm just going to race for it, and I don't really care if I'm on any cool Spotify playlists. I just want to do what I want to do. So yeah.
Okay, well thanks for joining us today.
No
Good luck tonight, and obviously you're reissuing the album this month in August.
17.
Everybody can check you out obviously on your social portals and wherever they want to find
spam
you.
everyone. So.
Yeah, spam everyone to death.
Yes,
No, that will not happen. So, Studio Without Walls, thanks for joining us. That's our last artist on the Songwriter session tonight. We're going to cut to some live music. See you in a while.
Falling on deaf ears, crawling on your fears while I whine. Is this a show or a show and tell for who hurts as well, where you'll outshine? Lies an audience in me, waiting ever patiently with open ears. And it hears every nuance in your voice, and it listens just by choice if you're in need. And I spent all my time trying to fix you, and then we'll share what's mine, 'cause I'm broken. So hear me out, I'm not trying to shout about it. Hear me out, I'm not taking you for granted. And I don't need an answer, just to know that you are there. Hear me out, to show me that you care. Show me that you noticing your tears, falling with your fears while we dine. If I could dream me a sign. I'm trying to fix you, and then we'll share what's mine, 'cause I'm broken too. So hear me out, I'm not trying to shout about it. Hear me out, I'm not taking you for granted. And I don't need an answer, just to know that you are there. Hear me out, to show me that you care. Show me that you care. So are my cries falling on deaf ears, crawling on your fears while I whine?
This is a song called Hear Me Out. And yeah, and if you like any of this stuff, as Ahmed said, I'm here next Friday with a band for the first time for my album launch. Hey! Woo! Thanks, guys.
Are my cries falling on deaf ears, crawling on your fears while I whine? Is this a show or a show and tell for who hurts as well, for who outshine? For your cries lies an audience in me, waiting ever patiently with open ears. And it hears every nuance in your voice, and it listens just by choice if you're in need. And I spent all my time trying to fix you, and then we'll share what's mine, 'cause I'm broken too. So hear me out, I'm not trying to shout about it. Hear me out, I'm not taking you for granted. And I don't need an answer, just to know that you are there. Hear me out, to show me that you care. Show me that you care. Are my eyes noticing your fears, falling with your tears while we dine? If I could drink every sorrow that you hoard, then the years we had assured will sink with time. So please give me a sign, I'm trying to fix you, and then we'll share what's mine, 'cause I'm broken too. So hear me out, I'm not taking you for granted. Hear me out, I'm not shouting about it. I don't need an answer, just to know that you are there. Hear me out, to show me that you care. Show me that you care. So are my cries falling on deaf ears, crawling on your fears while I whine?
Thank you.